On a top story, U.S. President Donald Trump has issued a warning to Russia as the country remains tight-lipped on the proposed ceasefire with Ukraine. Trump said financially, the U.S. can do things very bad for Russia, things that would be devastating for Russia. When asked about the possibility of Washington imposing sanctions to pressure Moscow into accepting the ceasefire with Kyiv, Trump was speaking in the Oval Office during a visit by Michael Martin of Ireland. The U.S. president said that negotiators were headed to Russia right now for talks.
We have a full ceasefire if it kicks in. We have to see. It's up to Russia now. But we've had a good relationship with both parties, actually, and we'll see.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Washington wanted Moscow's agreement with no strings attached. On a plane heading to a G7 meeting in Canada, Rubio said that's the U.S. wants to know if Russia is prepared to do it unconditionally.
If their response is yes, then we know we've made real progress and there's a real chance of peace. If their response is no, it would be highly unfortunate and it would make their intentions clear. So that's what we're hoping to hear from them. And
President Vladimir Putin visited Russian troops who have made gains against Ukrainian forces battling to keep Russian territory seized in an offensive last year. In his first visit to the Kursk region since Ukraine launched its shock counteroffensive in August, Putin, dressed in army camouflage, hailed recent gains and urged his troops on. Putin urged the army to fully liberate the Kursk region as Ukraine hinted it is pulling troops back in the face of rapid Russian advances.
To completely liberate the territory of the Kursk region, to restore the situation along the state borderline. And of course we need to think, I would ask you to think in the future about creating a security zone along the state border. We need to think about this too.
Chief of the General Staff Valery Gerasimov told Putin that Russia's forces have retaken 24 settlements in the border region over the last 5 days, minutes after footage of Putin's remarks aired on Russian state TV.